What's up, guys? The Lost One Gamer here, and welcome back to Saelig. So, speaking of that, I didn't know whether I'd be saying that for a while. As you guys know, I believe there might be some continuity issues with this recording, because I actually had to retrieve one of my other videos from the trash because I kind of need it now to kind of explain what's going on with this one. But I believe in the last episode that is probably the one that I got from the trash. I was pretty much running out of everything, and the only thing that I had left that I could produce was the ale. Because we were pretty much out of everything else. Nothing was in the market. And the reason why that was, and I don't know if it's in that episode because I didn't go back and really watch through it all, but the reason why that was because the Mannering family's farm, their horse, it got stuck. Okay? And he was stuck on literally nothing. Like, he was sitting here and he was stuck, and I'm watching it now to make sure that it works, because I went back to the save that is probably a couple minutes or so after the last one that I did, the last episode, the one that I had to get out of the trash. So I might be around the similar point or a little bit less money in terms of where I was, but it's pretty much the exact same thing. It's pretty much the exact same situation where we're out of barley. All we have is ale, and I was collecting fruits to pretty much prepare for what I was thinking was going to be the last hurrah. But yeah, back about what I was talking about. I was prepared to make an update video today, pretty much to explain why there is no Saelig, and why there may not have ever been any more Saelig, because with that glitch, the farms, like I said, nothing could get to the markets, and so depending on which save I tried to go back to, the cart would either get stuck in the market or get stuck at the farm, and so there was nothing that I could really do about it. And at that point, I had a couple of options. Option number one was to start over, which is something that as a Let's Player you don't want to ever have to do. Or not even as a Let's Player. When you play through something for so long, you just don't want to have to start over. You feel like you put all this time and all this effort into it. You don't want to have to start over. Option number two was to cancel the series altogether and just say, hey, part 26 or whatever was the last episode of Saelig, I'm sorry, there's a glitch that I can't get past, and that was going to be it. I was just going to end it like that, on a cliffhanger, and we would have never known what could have come of anything else after this. But I have my 4 workers now. Oh yeah, I did hire a 4th worker. Okay. Let me see. I was trying to get my cart, and now that threw me off track. But yeah, I was going to cancel the series altogether and just say forget about it. But I was like, I guess I'll see what people think. I know the series has kind of faded in terms of viewership, and I mean, views aren't everything, but at the same time, as someone who, is running a YouTube channel, you figure now, and especially when you've seen comments saying it, you figure, okay, it's gotten boring, it's gotten old, it's gotten stale, I gotta do something different, right? Which is, of course, why I am trying to upload different content. As a matter of fact, I think the day that this video is going to be going up, or, well, probably not the day that this video is going up. Maybe. There's probably going to be 4 videos. I'm breaking the 4th wall a little bit. Probably the day before this video goes up, there's also going to be like 4 videos too. But yeah, I'm trying to make sure that this horse does what he needs to do again. Because there was option number 3 and option number 4. Option number 3 was to send my save to the dev and see if he could fix it. Although I felt like it was such a small issue, or such a like a specific issue, that I didn't think that he would be able to fix it. I know he's a dev and all, but I was like, it just seems like such a small issue that, I don't know. And then the last option was to wait for an update, which just so happened to come out the day that I'm recording this episode, which was pretty much a day after I tried to record and I saw the glitch. So it was perfect timing in terms of that. Let me see. My horses now. The horses have names now. Let me address the new things that are going on. Sasha, the large cart, is my house cart. Maya, the tiny cart, is the ale house. Why do the carts have names now? I can see the horses having names, but the carts? Oh, wait. Is that the horse from the Manning family? Wait a minute. Let's make sure this freaking I'm sorry. Let me not call him retard. Let me make sure this horse does what he's supposed to do. View the big cart from the Manning family. He's going into the market. What are you dropping off from me? He dropped off his goods. What did you drop? What did you leave? Freaking wheat. And probably these eggs. That's not what I needed at all. Doesn't help me. I can't do anything with that. The only person you helped out was the bakery. God dang you. Do you not realize the situation that you have put me in? I am in dire straits right now that I can't get away from. Alright, Sasha. Since that's your name. Sasha from The Walking Dead. Travel to the Norbury Market, offload all goods, and return home. Because I got nothing else to do, right? We're almost at 7,000 gold, though. That's good. Oh, I don't have anybody assigned to do anything. Oh, God. Let's see. Everybody's assigned to ale production. Now, if you mofos cannot get a full stack of ale by the end of the day, something's freaking wrong, okay? As you guys can tell, there's been an update that apparently is supposed to fix some of the main issues that I've had, I guess, with pathing and stuff like that, and the merchants can't be here for too long. And then, of course, there's all new icons, and the textures have changed for the Norbury Market, at least. I think the Leestead Market kind of looks the same, but the Norbury Market is very very extravagant and things of that nature. And there's like a town billboard or something, like a town post board out here. Can't read any of that because probably not meant to be read, but it's there. It's there. It's like people post their little announcements and things. We need like a town crier now because that's there. We need a town crier now. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. Alright, everybody's still doing their jobs. Good. I'm not paying you to do nothing now, so we're doing alright. What are you? Oh, this is the cart from the mines. So that's bringing in supplies there. That person's taking supplies. I don't know where they're taking them to. Oh, the metal worker. So, why did you... Well, you should have came later. Since the place from the mine just literally bought supplies. Alright, well... Oh, well. I'm gonna go supervise the ale house. Haven't... God dang it. I'm gonna go supervise the ale house. Haven't done that in a while. Supervise, yes. Let's make the production go even faster so I can get this ale out of here. Then again, maybe I don't need it to go faster because then I'm going to have like 2 or 3 days of no production at that point. Until the farm can get some more barley down here. Which I don't know when that's going to be. Because I never do. Wait a minute. Oh, that's a log worker. Or the wood cutting hut. Oscar the large cart from the Pawner family. I want to see, like, what are all the names of these carts now? There's like, what is the names? What is the name for this one? Ruby. I think I already saw that one. I just want to see if they're going to bring any more goods down by the end of the day. Look, the mines are just bringing all their stuff. The mine has come down twice. I mean, why can't the farms do that? I guess it's a lot different, right? Mining, you know. Mining versus farming. Mining already has like a set amount of supplies you kind of just constantly pick from, and then farming you actually have to grow everything. So at least these guys are working, so that means that everything's running smoothly, because I had played through and these guys would literally come out here and they would sit here and stand there in front of the cart and just look at it and wouldn't do anything. You would think that common sense would tell them, hey, let's push the cart. Literally, the cart, like I said, I don't know if it was in that last video. The cart was stuck right here. Right here. On nothing. On a flower. Literally. And there was nothing that could be done. And I had literally tried everything to try and get that thing unstuck. And to try and figure out a way that I could possibly get them to move the freaking cart. And I literally burned this place to the ground. I burned it. That was the first time I ever did anything evil or wrong. I burned the place to the ground. Well, I won't say to the ground, but I burned it. Okay? And nothing still happened. The cart was still stuck outside as the place was burning. The horse just dropped the cart and left, and just the place burned down. and it still didn't fix anything. So I was like, well, that doesn't help me at all. So I became evil for no reason whatsoever. I was becoming evil for the better good. That's what I was doing. It wasn't that I wanted to be evil. I've tried to avoid that this entire series. But I was like, if I can save everyone in this town. What's that? Production stopped. Yeah, because we're out of stuff. I figured. I was like, if I can save the entire town from having to die, because obviously everyone's going to die. If the farms don't get any supplies to the market, I can't produce any food. And if I can't produce any food, and the other people can't produce any food, then nobody gets food, and everybody dies. So, forget the plague, everybody's dying of starvation at that point. And I didn't want that, so I tried to sacrifice myself. I could have been captured. I could have been killed, burning down their farm, and I did it anyway. Although I didn't save it because I didn't want that on my reputation. Although I did get an achievement for arson. Nonetheless, I'm going to try and wipe that clean from my memory and my stage right now. And focus on the current present. As the things are going. I seriously want a dog. I'm sorry, I'm getting so off track. Wait a minute, is that freaking pig dead? Oh my god, did the pig die or is it sleeping? Oh, okay, it's sleeping. I was like, the freaking pig died. The pig died. No one noticed the pig died. Okay. 7,000, 8,000 more to go, right? Joy, right? Let me check the other markets, make sure nobody else has gotten anything. Why is Norbury the only one that got, like, the cool little things, though? Norbury's the only one. I mean, it's cool and all, but why didn't Leastad get any love? Maybe it's only the market that you're closest to that gets it. So they have 28 carcasses up here. So you mean to tell me that they brought carcasses and everything else? God, those are expensive. 69 gold to buy it from the market. 43 to sell it to the market. Goodness gracious. The hides. Yeah, I also robbed the farm too, and I got some hides, but I didn't do anything with them. And yeah, because like I said, it didn't save, so I don't have them currently. You can see nothing, no hides in my inventory. Nothing related to it at all. Nothing. I'm still an honest man who likes to work in my alehouse and sell goods and supplies. Whose card is this? Coming back. That's the mines again. Dear God, how many times do they send their cart per day? My goodness. Who's this? Zeus, the big cart. That's perfect. Perfect name. From the trading post. I don't know how the trading post necessarily works yet. I might have to go up there and see if... I believe they said that the trading post either can sell goods directly to people or you can buy goods directly from the trading post now. I can't remember how that went, how that update went. Something of that nature. It's the trading post. So I guess I can't click on it or do anything with it. So I assume it was selling directly from the trading post rather than anything else. Kind of wish I could go up here though. I mean, I just kind of did accidentally send my guy there, but okay. Yeah, no, trading post is not an option to send my cart to, so we'll forget about it. I mean, not have my guy walk all the way up there. Who is this? Ethelwitha from the Hollowell family. She's a miner. She looks exactly like Eldrada, but she's older. I'm going to stand out here and entertain now because I don't have to supervise because we literally have nothing to produce anymore. What's the point of supervising now? Alright. So, I have a full stack of ale that is not being sold. So, I'm going to address something that, of course, I guess has triggered people throughout my Let's Play. The fact that the ale house is a restaurant of sorts and I should let my goods stay there. If we're gonna talk about restaurants and realism, let me put it this way. And like I said, I don't really want to get confrontational about anything. Excuse me, fam? What? You broke into my house as I was talking about... Anyway, if we're gonna... Let's address realism, okay? This is a video game, so that's why I kind of produce and throw everything into the market because that's the quickest way to get money. That's how business runs. You get money as fast as you can, and you do whatever you can to get your products out there. And so, like I said, from a realistic standpoint, right? This is the 800s, right? 800 something AD, right? So if you have porridge sitting in your ale house for days, right? It's going to go bad. It's going to go spoiled. There's no refrigeration. Pretty much some of the only things that you can... the dog just walked into the ale house again. Some of the only things that you can really preserve during these times are meats. You can salt them. You can, smoke them and preserve them, dry them out, whatever the frick. You can't smoke a... you can't smoke a porridge. You can't dry a porridge. It's pretty much back to grain at that point. So that's kind of my explanation for why I sell stuff to the market. Also the fact that when you look at things, right? When you look at medieval times, right? One of the main things was going to the market. It's the biggest thing on the whole, pretty much the biggest thing in the whole map other than the town itself. But this is where everybody goes. This is where everybody comes to. And like I said, from a business standpoint, you want to get your product out there to as many people as you possibly can. Now, of course, I'm not a business owner, but I do know the basics. It's like, I'm probably sure that in these times, I would probably have, like if this was me, I would probably have one of these little stands here, and I would be out here selling my porridge. Because people are not necessarily always going to come through the front of the town. There's possibility people are going to come from back here somewhere, because of course there's probably, at this point, there will be people all around you. So if someone comes in from the back side, they're going to come to either their ale house first, or they're going to come to the market. And most people go directly to the market. They kind of just skip over your place and just walk to the market. That's where all the other goods are. That's where plenty of other people's goods are. So I don't necessarily feel bad by selling my stuff to the market. Also the fact that, modern day times, maybe not restaurants don't necessarily sell their goods to the market or Walmart or whatever, but I mean, you do have a select few. I think, not mistaken, I think Red Lobster sells their Cheddar Bay biscuits like frozen to like Publix or something. And of course you had like Starbucks, I guess, which a coffee house is not exactly an ale house, but I mean, they sell coffee to other places, and they sell, I'm pretty sure they probably sell some of their baked goods and cooked goods to places too. Like how they have sometimes Starbucks inside of Target. So, I mean, I don't consider it to be that bad. I can understand why some of you guys are kind of like, why do you do this? Why do you do this? And I'm trying to explain it, and hopefully you guys can understand where I'm coming from and not get upset about it. See, because, look, the ale house, look, it's 22, whatever, and I had it pretty much a full stack. Nothing's being sold, okay? 23, 24. I think we sold, a total of 3 units. So, it wasn't like production or selling of ale was that in demand right now. So, in one night, we sold, a total of 3 units. So, I believe this is an autosave. Yep. I love how everybody just, like, torches went out and everybody just stood at attention like the freaking general walked in. What was that? The seasons have changed as well. It's autumn now. It is autumn, or fall, however way you like to pronounce it. Or not pronounce it, however way you like to address it. I prefer fall. I don't really say autumn very much, but some people do say autumn. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Now listen, Mannering family, I'm going to need you to freaking get some supplies up to this goddamn market. Right now. Okay? Right freaking now. I need you to get supplies there. Because everybody else is dying. Okay? We're all dying here. I mean, I'm alive, but still, you get what I'm saying. I'm dying. My business is going to die if they don't get supplies there. Matter of fact, let's see if their cart's still stuck out there. I think it leaves every day at 5 in the morning. So I'm gonna see if it's still down here and if it's gonna actually leave at 5. This is their cart right here, and I don't see any supplies on it though. Oh, that's not a good sign, is it? Not at all. There are dogs out there protecting everything. I don't know what you're protecting. It seems like you don't have many supplies to protect, my dear friend. I guess you're protecting the animals. Yeah. I mean, not much we can do with them either. I can't go and slaughter them or steal them. So, there's no good in you protecting them. But, I'm going to end it here, guys, and I will see you in the next one.